Let's go.
I'm a professional. Come on. I'm a professional at this. What am I doing? This is Donovan from RV on the Wayside, and this is the big reveal. It's hard to imagine. It really is. This is a part improv and part planned program where we present you with a pitiful yet prolific list packed full of possible playful pleasantries that all of us people can have fun with. Let's see. And now, a communique. So this is tomorrow is my final day of the Casey Neistat film class. And my last film was submitted in full. And believe it or not, so far, I'm the only one that finished the class in my class of 20 some people. So that video will be showing up in the channel soon. Scott, by the way, from McGuire's on Tires was absolutely amazing. And he really did a great job for the movie. So did all the other channels. There was a lot of YouTube channels involved in this making of this film, and their scenes, they did great. If your scene did not show up, it's probably because I rushed through it when filming because we were trying to get so many channels in there. I may have not had enough footage, but I think I got everybody in. Just want to make sure I still had a solid story because that was the point of this class. So this is a campground adventure story where Scott and I are involved in saving others and ourselves from dangerous situations with a twist ending. So I hope you like it. The title's called The Best Part of My Day. All I have left is just one day hoping somebody will give me some feedback because I'll make changes if I see something if someone can suggest anything. Otherwise, I've learned some interesting little things to keep the scenes and story moving and the viewer's attention fresh. Like there was one scene Casey was talking about, and he took a little something garbage and he just tossed it in the garbage can, and you could barely hear it. And he looks at the camera and he goes, "Now I'm going to make that sound really loud, and it'll be a poignant part of that scene." And so when I watched the actual video later, and he cranked up the sound of it like a big trash can sound, it was great. And I was like, yes, little sounds jacked up. That can be insignificant ones you wouldn't normally care. That was a really cool thing. Also, having quick actions that happen in a movie that's so fast, you may go, what was that? And you stop and back it up to see what it was. That was another one. I thought that was good also. And you know what's really funny is I didn't even turn on my lighting. It's amazing. So I'm going to try to do all this while we do this. I've had a rough day. So there's some bad weather, by the way. Oh, one more thing. So I think this was worth the price. It would have been had everybody really contributed to the thing. So you get half your money's going towards the stuff that Casey talks to you directly about when in video format. And he's talking to you like a filmmaker. And when he does that, I learned quite a bit. But then the other half of the class is you're supposed to be learning from him, learning from the other people in the class with feedback. And that hasn't been happening very well. So I had two people who took time on my first one, and they gave me some good feedback, and that was great. But after that was it. And of course, I gave feedback to everybody, even if all they did was show something of themselves and didn't do anything extra and didn't help anybody else. I still did, what I could to help those people. So I don't know. Did the best I could. If I had to do it again, I don't know that I'd actually do this because there's no guarantee you're going to get a good group. And the guys that did help, they were great. So anyway, back to the really big show. So I would say let's meet our guest host, but guess what? It's crazy storms in Texas right now. And my guest host was Matt from Fat Matt Adventures. And I know a lot of you probably came here to see him. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of bummed. His power went out while we were talking prior to the show and everything. So let's hope he stays safe. There's quite a few Texans that are getting hit pretty hard. It looks like I'm going to be free and clear at least for the hour. So I'm going to go ahead and float this old school and do it myself. Luckily, Jody helped me with the answers. And you guys should really be thanking Jody, because I got to tell you right now, if it wasn't for Jody, you probably have a pretty boring show. So if you laugh at something, just know Jody probably wrote that one. And by the way, Fat Matt Adventures, he's sitting at 497. How do I say this so YouTube won't get upset? Friendly following folks on his channel. And so he only needs 3 more to hit 500. And I think we have a pretty good group of people here. Maybe we can get this done today. I'd love to see him hit the halfway mark. So if you guys can help him out, that'd be great. Remember, real quick, all donations go to Helping Hands for Cruising, with a small portion that could go to giveaways on an upcoming show like this one. And if we get enough, I'll put together some gift cards or something so it's real quick and easy for you to get prizes. We'll see how that ever works. Today's topic. If you had heard the actual famous quote and you were standing there, what would your response to it be? Or how would you have changed that quote? And I'm also going to throw some amazing moments at you and see what you would have said if you were in that situation. And boy, am I on the spot to be funny, because I can't just make fun of my co-host now. So we'll see how good at this I really am. So make sure you put in the comments your responses, because I need your help. And let's activate that list and see what it looks like. All right, up first. Boy, it's going to be weird having this background. You guys, I'm just going to change it up a little bit, because that's kind of, how's this look? Virtual background, editing live. That's how we do it. How's that look? That looks pretty terrible. Isn't this fun? This is what you paid for, to be on this show and watch me just do silly things like this. This work. One more setting to change. How about that camera? I bet you that's what it is. It is. Boom. There we go. All right. I'm a little lonely. Let's put Grogu in there. Now we're set. All right. First one. I bet you guys are bored out of your mind. I'm so sorry it went like this. I couldn't wait to just make fun of Matt and have him make fun of me. First one. Your imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions, from Albert Einstein. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. So how would you answer that? Or would you restate it in a certain way? See what you can think of. Yes, boondocking with Boomer Lance. You are paying for this. Paying with your time. By the way, I appreciate you guys being here. So I might restate it. I might do start saving your money, because if you watch Star Trek or Star Wars, you know what gadgets are coming. Come on, set those phasers to stun. You think Albert would have said that? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, thanks for putting the link in for Matt, Meg. Yes, if you guys haven't already joined him, it just needs 3 more for 500. I'd really appreciate that. I had it up here and everything. Here's another one. If I knew that Albert Einstein thing was going to come real, I'd have been like, man, I just realized I'm going to look as good as Ryan Reynolds without hair. Because I can imagine it. Maybe I can't. That might be pushing it. How about, if that is true of everyone, I'm suddenly very, very afraid. Yeah, that was Jody's, of course. Let's see. What do we got in the chat? See if we get some help. I'll start it. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. But just remember, Tough the trailer might be judged on IMDb. Okay, I don't know what that means, Lance. Who's Tough the trailer? You guys know things I don't know. See, I don't even have a co-host to explain it to me. Call Me V said, you need to clean your glasses. Actually, what I need to do is have the lights on right, which I didn't have. Is that better? Does that look better? Because I did just clean them a minute ago. Got my ears up so it takes the glare off. Does that look better, G? What did V put in there? Your imagination should tell me reasoning to invest now. Yeah, if only we knew what we know then. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. I know it doesn't work for me. Through the trailer. Oh, typo. I gotcha. So coming attractions, but just remember, through the trailer might be judged on IMDb. Yeah, that's like I can't remember what movie it was where they said, well, we'll see if this famous movie gets any better than Breaking Bad 2. Jury's still out. That was in a Jay and Silent Bob movie. That's funny. All right. Yes, it definitely went right over my head because I'm not really big on the trailer movie, so I guess I missed it. But now I get it through the trailer. I get it. That's like judging a book by its cover. Totally get it. So I am psychic. Yes, Meg, you are psychic. Let's see what the second one is. Give a man a fish and you fed him for today. Wait a minute. Teach a man to fish and you have fed him for a lifetime. An old Chinese saying. Now, some of you might be thinking that belongs to something else, but this is where a Chinese saying is where it came from first. So if you heard it somewhere else, just know that that's probably where they got the idea. So the way I look at this is give a man money and you make him rich today. Teach him how to earn money for a clear cut of the profits and any future teachings that he does, like a pyramid scheme, and you have funded yourself for a lifetime. Maybe that's not how that goes, but I was thinking that's how it works. What did Lance say? Give a man a fish, you have fed him for today. Teach a man to fish, and you have fed him for a lifetime. Just remember, though, to put a worm on the end of your pole. Yeah, that reminds me of the old, you guys know the Crawdad song? Oh my gosh. You get a line, I get a pole, honey. So it'd be more like you get a line and I'll get a pole, you feed us both before we go home. Let's see, what else we got? Show a man how to make cutting motions with his fingers, and he cuts nothing. But give a man a cheese slicer, and he cuts the cheese. What did V say? Give a man a dinosaur. You made him run. Teach a man to catch a dinosaur. He will rule Jurassic Park. It's pretty clever. What if Meg's like, what if the man doesn't like the fish? But what if fish, doesn't like fish or he's allergic? Yeah, that could be rough. I mean, now what if he's allergic to fish, but he was okay with shellfish or vice versa? I guess he could always find something. Happy Place Cooking. If you guys have not been to Felix's other channel, Happy Place Cooking, that's her second channel. So keep an eye out. You want to go check that out. You can drive a man to Long John Silver's, or you can call him an Uber. Oh man, that's pretty clever. Oh, mo bang for your bucks. That's a cheesy saying. Yeah, that was the funniest one. So guess who wrote that? Yep, Jody did that one. All right, this one will be a fan favorite quote. If you got it right, I think a lot of people say this one wrong. No, Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Yoda from Empire Strikes Back. Now, that one always bothered me because I thought what he's really saying, and if you read it verbatim, he's saying if at first you don't exceed, just give up already. What are you doing? Stop that. Oh, look, you got it all over yourself. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Do or do not. There is no try. Except putting nair on your head, don't do that. That I wouldn't. Don't do that. You don't even try that. That's probably not a good idea, unless that's your goal. I'm a fan of the little green guy. I know, isn't he adorable? I should have got one where I put him on the other side because he keeps getting covered up, but he can hold the signs up real good. No, try not. Do or do not. Stop wasting my time. Yeah, that's kind of what he was saying. I think you're probably spot on there, Lance. That is it. I'm too lazy for that. If it takes effort, I mean, come on, dude. You got the force already. Why am I trying to get it? You can just do it yourself. Lead, follow, or get out of the way. Good answer. I'm up for that one. Felix said, that's Yoda's nice way of saying you're getting picked last for the dodgeball team. I love it. Oh. Mobang said, let me mess your mind. He's saying, let me mess with your mind. I love it. All right. Let's see. Let's see what Muhammad Gandhi has to say. Where's that one at? Mahatma Gandhi. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Now, I thought about this one, and it's too literal. I was like, wait, what are we swapping eyes now? Hey, back off. You better get that Ben & Jerry's ice cream scoop away from my face because I am not trading eyes with you. That's kind of how I saw it. Or maybe something like, oh man, Jody's are so good. She said, a quick game of got your nose suddenly doesn't sound so fun now, does it? You know, there's something to say about somebody with really good wit. I wish I had it. What else we got? Poop or get off the pot, says Paul Vines. Charlie Gray said, my contacts for an eye gives the world a different color. Yeah, especially if you get those colored ones that kind of like, it's like getting a filter for your camera lens. You can walk around and see the whole world in the matrix if you get the right shade of green. An eye for an eye still sounds the same, Solex. I wonder if it's the same for pirates. An eye for an eye. That's pretty clever. Let's see. Lance said an eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind unless one is a glass eye. Oh, true. That's right. Because, well, no, that'd still get the same result. He'd still be blind in it, right? Mo bang for your bucks. To take revenge is to make more enemies. Yes, I agree. It's almost too serious a one, but Felix says it kind of sounds like a nice way of saying we all suck. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Oh my gosh. Hello, Naj. Smack them and run, says Matt from RC Harvey. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you, Matt, that whole Casey Neistat was like a big giant VidLift channel, except I was the only one on the screen. Oh my gosh. The only impossible, I guess I have to put it up there so you guys have something to think about. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Tony Robbins. Gotta say, not my favorite person for quotes, but So I thought about that one for a minute. And because I'm not a big Tony fan, I kind of thought a response was better for this one. So I thought, hey, Tony, here's a normal 6-sided die. Stay here until you roll a 7 without altering the die. What's that? Oh, Tony said to change his quote to read, the impossible journey is the one he is on now. I don't care how just things are impossible. If you say they're not, I don't think you're following along. Let's see. How about no, Tony? I will not journey to the bathroom with you. Happy Place Cooking said, was Tony Robbins the dude on the Shallow Hal movie? Oh man, I'm not going there. Wow, that was a good one. The only Robbins I like is Baskin Robbins. Nice. Oh, that's a good one. Why would I want to start an impossible journey? That's why I never started. That's it, Meg. I'm telling you that. I know what he was trying to say, but I think he missed it. The I'm possible journey is what Lance dreams about on Friday nights. I'm not going there. Poor Lance. I think this could be ganging up on Lance Day. How about oh wait. Lance said the only impossible journey is the one where you forget to fill up your RV with gas. That is a true. Now see, that one I'll buy. That's much better than Tony's. Stan from Ambling and Ventures says, I thought it was a journey of 1,000 feet begins with a ruler. 1, 2, 3. I love it. How about I'm going to take a pass on that trip to my mother-in-law's for her pet rock's birthday. Okay. It sounds like a journey that we all want to miss. Even if you love your mother-in-law, who wants to go to a pet rock's birthday? Felix said, every journey is easy. You just got to quit being a couch potato. I want to see you roll a 7 on a 6-sided dice, Felix. All right. How about numbers? Let's see. What number are we on? Number 6. Thank you guys for participating. You're making this a lot more fun. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong. Do you think somebody wrote that to him? Do you think he did it on his own? I should have looked that one up. It just now occurred to me to look that up. I was like, my thought was, all right, we got gray sand. Who brought the earth tan lotion? Or we are never going to get all this moon dust out of the capsule. Now, RVers can understand that about sand. Let's see, do we have any? Go hike the impossible hike, said Casual Girl. Hey, how are you? Casual Girl Adventures. V said, D, that birthday would be rocking. Let's see. Steve from Adventure, RV Adventure. Boy, is that a tongue twister. That depends on what kind of cake the pet rock likes. Yeah, if he likes the same kind you do, it might be worth a visit. Oh, that was a great idea. How about, dang it, Houston? They do not, I repeat, they do not have cheese up here. That would have been a good one. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind when you miss the last 3 steps going downstairs. I wonder if he had one of those bracelets. I've fallen and I can't get up. Or how about, this is my favorite one, all right? Houston, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Just kidding. Houston, I was just kidding. If he'd have done that, man, I would have died. I would have cried. Even that would have been like a quote forever. Although his still holds up. Oh, Happy Place Cooking. Hey, I like cheese. Maybe I should go to the moon. Wonder if they would let me take my own wine. You mean you want to go up there and cry, Felix? Is that what you're saying? Lance said, That's one small step for man. Oh, crap. These steps are way too steep. Oh, you Solex was here and popped out on the ground, and I stepped in it. Oh my gosh. Is Solex even here to defend himself? I have to check. I mean, my gosh. I know he's going to watch the replay, but is he here at SOL? No, he's not. Unless he's got a new name. All right. Let's see. What's the next one? Wait. My small corkage fee required on the moon. Oh, that is so great. All right. This is a good follow-up. Houston, we've got a problem here, said Jim Lovell, the astronaut. Now, I know you guys have heard it differently, but this is what he actually said, even though the movie and everything else changed it up. Houston, we've got a problem here. Uh-oh. There it is. I thought, Houston, we just had an explosion. And I'm not kidding around like that wisecracking Neil Armstrong. Oh, it's so bad I have to laugh at my own jokes because I don't know what else to do. V said, moon cheese yum. If too hot, we'll turn it into fondue. Can you imagine being on the moon? You're running in circles trying to make a nice pool of queso. How about Houston? None of the training said how to deal with aliens. Hi there. I'm Neil. I'm a Leo, and I like barefoot walks on the beach. That's what you'd say if you met Solex up there. Felix says, I'm quite sure it would. Better take crackers too. That was a fun one. Houston, can you send up a better build spaceship, please? Yeah, no kidding. Oh man, can you imagine having to go through that? Something goes wrong and you may not be able to return. Houston, I've got a craving here for cheese. And you left me high and dry. There is none. Number 8. Only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Okay, this was Frank L. Gaines in the tennis world. Boy, I don't like those impossible ones. Only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. All right, dude, just stop bragging already. Would somebody tell this guy we can see him peeking through his squinting eyes? It's obvious. Jody said eyesight correction is now way past 2020. If you can see the impossible. She is so good. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank Jody for this. I'd be so bad without her help. Houston, we have a problem here. The potty is broken. Houston, my GPS isn't working. Someone messaged me on Facebook. Oh, God. What's this, Stan? Stan wrote, that's what my kids used to yell when they were in the bathroom and ran out of toilet paper. Houston, we have a problem. Everyone in the house knew what the problem was. The question is, did you all just sit out the door and laugh? That's what I want to know, Stan. Houston, we got a big mess here. They left the cheese here. Yeah, they didn't bring any back. I don't understand what the point was. Oh, Cheese Whiz. This is funny. Yeah. Cheese Whiz. I can't believe the moon went to the cheese. Only he who can see the invisible has great X-ray eyes. So you're basically saying Superman's the only one that can think like this. How can anyone do the impossible? You can't, Meg. That's my point. Get that 7 on a 6-sided die. You'll probably win a peace prize. Can you imagine how many people would just be stuck rolling that over and over trying to get it? Happy Place Cooking said, only he who can see the invisible is probably a ghost. Yeah. Now the question is the ghost invisible like Casper, or can they see him? Let's see. Steve said, Houston, you were wrong. There is no cheese here for our crackers. That's right. Number 8. All right, we're on number 9. These are tough, I know, but when we get to these situations, hopefully it'll be a little easier. Mary Lou Retton. You guys remember her? Short little amazing gymnast, actually. She said, a trophy carries dust. Memories last forever. Hey, Mary, ask my great-great-great-great-grandfather, who was a war hero, if that's true. What? Of course not. No one knows what his name was. It was too long ago. I don't even understand. Trophy carries dust. Memories last forever. They don't last forever unless you write them down or produce them in a way that can be. I mean, think about it. We went from word of mouth, where we sang songs, to 8 tracks and reel to reel and cassettes and records and CDs and now digital and laser discs. I mean, you got to keep writing that down. Meg said, no way. No, Mary, trophies last forever. Memories fade. Or, yeah, I like that one, Meg, or memories change over time. That's what does happen. We always fill in those gaps. What if you get amnesia? Yeah, what if you get dementia or amnesia? Heaven forbid. What a sad thing. Oh, I feel bad for people who have to go through things like that. A trophy carries dust. Memories last. Okay. What was I going to say? Damn it, I lost my train of thought. How about, let's see. How about, sounds like Mary needs a better housekeeper. V said, memories don't last forever when you lose your memory or your mind. Yeah, and unless you shared it an awful lot and everybody liked the story as much as you did, who's going to repeat it? She was probably saying trophies are worthless. Give me money instead. I know. Wouldn't you like to have the Olympic money now versus when Mary Lou Retton did all that? I'm with you there. Naj said, memories don't. If you have Alzheimer's. That's right. Yes. And like I said, even if you have a good memory, you're still going to change some of it over time. You just can't hold it the way it happened, no matter how bad you want to. Danny from Griswold's Family Vacay said, if you get amnesia, you'll forget you got a trophy. Whose trophy is this anyway? I got this beautiful trophy, and I don't know whose it is. But they sure must have done something nice to get it. Mo Bang for your buck said, unless you have dementia, yes, memories last forever. Nah, I don't know if I believe that, Tim. Memories always last until you die at the longest. Unless you videotape your memory. Now, if you record it like we do on YouTube, does that last forever? Will somebody knock YouTube off the most watched video network of all time? I don't know. Could be. I mean, let's face it. IBM was the top thing at one time, and nobody thought they'd get surpassed. Number 10. If you have to expect things of yourself, you have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. Michael Jordan. You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. True story time while you guys think on this one. So my stepdad and a senior PGA, that's golf, professional, were in Palm Springs playing golf. And they got paired with Michael Jordan. I don't know if I told this show told this story in the old lives, but this is still worth telling you. And so they played, and when they got up to the first hole, Michael said, hey, do you guys want to play for $500 a hole? And then pretty soon, my stepdad, being who he is, he goes, how about $1,000? And so, Jordan said, yeah, sure. What's he going to do? 8 seconds and he'll make, $100,000 on a commercial. So they go off and play. And of course, he didn't know who he was playing this golf with. and came back and he lost 40 grand to both of them. So they're in the locker room and stuff. And Michael says, well, obviously I don't have that much cash. I have to go out to my car and get my checkbook. Wouldn't you know it? They're sitting around. They split up. They're walking around looking for him. No sign. Now they don't even know what car he drove. Here comes the starter. That's the guy who sets everybody off to play. And the starter comes up and says, you guys looking for Michael? Yeah. And he goes, he left. He does this all the time. He goes, I'm sure you lost money to him. He does this all the time. I was like, wow. So let's look at that quote again. You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. So you have to expect things of yourself, like, I think I'm a better golfer than I really am, before you sneaker out the back door without paying. God, I can't believe that was a true story. You know, the best part is when my stepdad showed up at the golf course afterward, because I used to teach golf. He said, hey, you want to hear about your hero? And my stepdad never exaggerates. And I'm like, yeah, I want to know the truth. And when he told me, I'm like, gosh, why do you got to be that guy? Broke my heart. How about, then tell them why. When I make a list of projects for the day, why don't I get them all done? That's a great point. Because you told yourself, I'm going to expect to get these things done. Why doesn't it happen? All right, what do we got out there? These are hurting my brain too much. Hang on. Oh, memories only last until your hard drive gets corrupted. That's a good one, Steve. That is it. Meg said, so I expect nothing and I don't have to do anything. That is a great point. Felix said, disagree. I tend to be pleasantly surprised when I accomplish something. You know, the best part of that is when you accomplish something you didn't intend to do at all, or you never even thought that was what you were going to do. Danny said, my grandpa used to say with Alzheimer's, at least he could hide his own Easter eggs. Yes, that is what they used to say. Oh my gosh. During Christmas this year, my mom has been struggling a little bit. And I told her that, I said, you know, the best part about all this is we're going to be able to keep giving you the same presents year after year. And it'll be like a fresh Christmas for you. So awful. She gave me one of those 3-finger without the other two looks. She laughed. Lance said, you have to expect, I'm sorry I have to do this. I really need to blow this up, but I can't run it and blow it up. You have to expect the things from your friends, like paying for the bar tab and not being so cheap. I don't know if he was really somebody's friend. At least not in that situation. How about, oh wait, let's see what V said. It's a scorpion on his shoulder. Wow. That's what scorpions do. Wow, that's a good one. The gifts that keep on giving. Yeah. I mean, they got to play with Michael. Isn't that enough? Shouldn't that be enough? That's worth 80 grand. How about tell them let's see. Scorpion on his shoulder. Okay, we're on number 11. How are we doing? I only had 17. You guys were doing this just about right. Because I expected to have Matt when I have, philosophical conversations with lots of fart jokes and mixed in it. Number 11, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius says, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I'm confused. When did Confucius get the internet and try using Google? You know how hard it is to find a true answer to something? It's complicated. I'm just saying. Or how about, I don't think he knew about algorithm inconclusive isolation or algebraic theories. Sorry, I said that so awful because Jody wrote it with big words. Darn her. Here's another one. Has he ever balanced a checkbook? Oh my gosh, I don't know the last time we've done that. That's a good one. I don't understand that one. And then I see it was signed by Confused Us. Oh, I thought about that too, Danny, but I didn't write that one down. I'm so glad you thought. I'm so glad you said it. Matt said, I think it should be reversed. Let's reverse it, shall we? Life is so complicated. Why can't we insist on making it simple? I like it. It works. Michael Ann, she said, life was simple till 2020 came along and complicated it. Yes, that's a great way to put that blame out there on something. That is great. It did get complicated, didn't it? Stan from Ambling Adventures said, everything I know, I learned in kindergarten. Stan, you don't have to tell people that. We know. Stan, really, you don't have to tell people. It's okay. Charlie Gray says, I'm only as smart as a fourth grader. But are you smarter than a fifth grader? That's the real question that Jeff Foxworthy wants to know. Lance said, life is really simple, and that's the way I darn well like it. I got to be honest, I can complicate things. When I was at work, I would take a simple idea and go, you know what? That could be just a little better if we did these 12 things, and then we could be just that much better. I was an artist at complicating, but I always moved progress forward. So I guess I never cared how hard it was. Number 12. V said, Stan, are you channel slogan brainstorming? Everybody gang up on Stan. He's a good guy. He needs it. Casual Girl said, life is only as hard as you make it. That's a good one. All right, number 12. Every day is a good day. As long as there is something to learn, care, and celebrate. Every day is a good day. There is something to learn, care, and celebrate. Amit Ray said this. So I have an answer I have to use, and that's every day is a good day. Just try missing one once. How about, that's right, we shouldn't blame the day when everything goes. Place the blame where it belongs, on the slowpoke driving the car in front of you. By the way, I gotta tell you guys something. So I get upset with people in front of me all the time, but I don't get like irate. I'm just like, oh my God, would they just look at the speed limit sign? And I know we covered this on that show about the speed limit being the minimum expected speed, but we started calling, my wife said something, they're just common, they're just, what did she say? Jody, what did you say? They're commentators?
Yes.
Okay. So we were going along and this person was doing like 25 and a 40 and it's a one laner. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Jody goes, they're just commentators. They're just spuds. So now every time we see someone driving real slow or they get all the way up to a corner, like they're going to turn without their turn signal, and then they decide to go straight, those are spuds now. So we just call them spuds. Danny said, I thought Ice Cube said that one. If he did, I'm going to tell you right now, he stole it from the same person I did, Rod Steiger. Guy was in a lot of movies. He actually did that one in Pool Hall Junkies. That's where I stole that one from, by the way. So if he did steal it, he didn't come up with it. Michael Ann, she said, every day is a good day till I get out of bed. Man, do you think this is a coffee slogan? Every day is a good day till I get my coffee. Happy Place Cooking Felix. Remember, don't forget to go check out that page. So I got to go to a funeral thing tomorrow, so not so sure it was because of a day. Oh, wow. Yeah, not every day is a good day, is it? Not really. That's a great point. Every day's a good day, and there's always someone worse off than you to make the rest of the week good. Yes. First world problems, right? Our biggest problems are just not that big. Meg said, I learn the most on my bad days. Oh my gosh, don't we learn the most about ourselves on the bad days? My toughest days, I'm just like, all right, and I hate to tell you guys this was one of them. It was our tax day, and I did all the tax stuff, and it takes me hours, and I get miserable. But I had this to look forward to, so I did it today. V said, Captain Obvious here. Every day's a great day because they all end with day when it starts with nice. They do all end in day. Things can definitely be learned from bad days, but the day still sucked. I'm so glad you guys are good at PG. So, because I'm always afraid what's going to come after that. It is so true. Spuds, I have a craving for okay. All right. I'm impressed. Donovan knows who Ice Cube is. Whatever. Dude, he was a great actor. I know he did music. Are you kidding me? Did you see the movies? Friday? Come on. There was a whole series of them. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. Linnea said, every day is a good day except Mondays. No, you're on the big reveal right now, Linnea. It's got to be a good day. Come on. All right. These are our situationals. So I'm going to give you a situation and you tell me what you'd say in this situation. The first one is, you finally made it to the top of the mountain and you look over the edge. What do you say? Mine was, I can't believe I forgot to pack an exit strategy. No parachute, no hang glider. I'm just going to die up here. There's no way I'm walking back down. How about, should I spit or toss a penny off? Oh, I almost said that completely wrong, and that would have really been bad. Lance, he's going to save me. You finally made it to the top of the mountain, and you look over the edge. What do you say? My legs are killing me. Wow. Cool. Nice view. I was waiting for someone to say, echo, echo. Danny said, well, that was an anticlimactic moment. Isn't it really, though? You get to the top, you did your big feat, you get there and you're like, oh my God, we got to go back. It's like that every time. I don't know if I get it. I get the whole point of making it up there, but it just seems so anticlimactic. You nailed that, Danny. Felix said, hope to the heavens I don't drop my phone when I slip off. Oh, is Amy here? That's awful. So, man, she dropped her phone on the cruise ship. Oh, went right in the water, gone forever. Michael Lynn said, I hope the way down is easier. I mean, look at it this way. If it's steep enough and you trip, you'll get there. You just might not all be in one piece. Tim from Obeying for Yo Buck said, I came all the way for this. God. I'm glad you guys get what I'm saying. I wasn't sure, but I'd be like, no, it's a big accomplishment. Wow, all that for this. Yes. And I'm not doing those wows, so stop it. Where's the sky top bar? Yes, now that would have been, at least you could have stopped for that. But how many people are going to hike up a mountain for that? Naj said, I finally made it to the top and my camera is in the car. Ooh, or you ran out of battery. Oh, you're like filming, and as soon as you get over the edge, right, you get to the edge, it just dies on you. Why isn't Amy here? Did she drop her phone off a mountain? No, she dropped it off a cruise ship. Actually, she works until just about when the show starts, so she still has to get home and everything, but we hope the best for her. Danny said, so every time someone drops their phone, it's called pulling an Amy. Now, I joked about that in private, Danny, but I didn't make it public, so let's don't do that to her. I mean, anybody who ends a broadcast early could say they pulled a Donovan, but we're not doing that either. So let's just don't go there. I can't fault anybody else for something I wouldn't do to myself. And I have called it Donovan a few times. Number 14. If you were a superhero with no superpowers, what would your name and catchphrase be? If you were a superhero without superpowers, what would your name and catchphrase be? So Jody and I had one we came up with together a long time ago, and it's, I am binary man. By day, he's your average hero. By night, he's your number one hero. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, by day, I'm sorry. She's yelling from across the house. By day, he's your average zero. By night, he's your number one hero. Boy, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it tonight. I screwed up the best, Oh, geez. Or how about I am sarcasm smasher. I cut smarty pants into hot pants. Do you think when Jody wrote that, she was talking to me like this was so you guys could all make fun of me since sarcasm is like my thing? I don't know. All right. Now for this one, I want you to think traffic lights just a little bit. Call me Yellow Cat. Sometimes faster than the green cat, but way faster than the red cat. Every time I go through a light since Jody wrote that one, I'm like, ooh, I'm a green cat today. And if I get through a red one, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm a red cat. Hope there's no red lights chasing me. Captain Anticlimactic. Always a letdown. That is good. With no superpowers, that's just wrong. That is kind of rotten, isn't it? Felix said, the cook making ugly food that tastes okay. I go by the whisper. I'll change your mind on a dime, so those thoughts will be mine. Ooh, that sounds like an evil villain. I'm not sure that's a superhero. Come on. Now I need those pants. That sarcasm was a good one. I may have to make a little poster of that and put it above the door in here because Jody was right on that. Steve says, I am Avenger. I create invisible videos. Steve, when is the last? It's been a while, right? I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. I don't even know the last time you put a video out. Let's see. Number 15. All right, this one's fun. If the time machine was invented and you were the first to be sent back in time 50 years, who would you find and what would you tell them? 50 years. Let's see. Listen up, Bill Gates. I'm the ghost of Christmas past. Blah, blah, blah. If you don't do everything you can to take good care of that Baker family in Illinois, I'll send that mean ghost of Christmas future to you next. This is not just a story. Or, so Jody wrote, talk to Uncle Warren Buffett into adopting Lil Jody. Spelled Lil, L-I-L. Lil Jody. Jody also said, flip my old boss off while he's young. He'll find it funny later on. What do we got? Average Meg, just making everyone feel better about themselves. But if you're average, Meg, that means half the people aren't. You're still better than half the people. I love that though. Naj said, space dud. No good without no good with thugs. Yeah, because he's floating around. He can't throw a punch. He just stays in one place. It doesn't do anything. I love that. That visualization is so good. Let's see. Lance said, I'd find myself and tell myself that in 2021. 2021. I will meet a man on the internet named Donovan and tell myself to go easy on him. He's doing the best he can. Don't worry, man. It always comes around. If you think I haven't been hard on you today, I'm superless. Lance said I'm superless. Oh, let's see. Happy Plays Cooking. Felix said, I'd find Ted Bundy and tell him it's not going to end well. Jeez. Tell my dad to run and invest in IBM, Apple, and fidget spinners. You forgot the pet rock. Remember from the movie The Office or Office Space? He made a pet rock. He made $1 million. Wasn't that a good idea? No, it wasn't. Naj said I would tell my parents to invest in Apple. Meg, I can't solve everyone's problems. I don't have that power. That's true. You can only do half. You can only make half the people happy. I love that. Steve said, I find myself and tell me to get out of Florida. Oh my goodness. You got good weather. Where are we at? Number 50 years ago, I'd be in grade 3. Tell my teacher I'm skipping the last month of school so I don't catch chicken pox. That's a good idea. Number 16, if you discovered a new species of underwater creature, what would you call it and why? What do we got? 4 minutes. We're doing okay. I would call mine. All right, here we go. I got to get ready for this one. Ishkab flaba lokit manotarami bashwu fabadinga. Because I think it'd be hilarious to see scientists and reporters trying to pronounce it. Jody said, because she loves this. Squishy, I love a lot. Because it would likely be a carnivore and it could eat your arm right off. But that's how it cuddles. Jody also said one I think Lance is going to write. She wanted to call it Smooth Criminal and she wants to make a little silver glove for one of its fins. Oh my gosh. Real quick, Flubber, because I like the name Flubber. Okay. Good weather and no okay. Flying Jenga boom just because it doesn't fly. Oh my gosh. God bless you. That's funny. If you discover a new species of underwater creature, what would you... Oh, thank you. All right, last one. And I'm going to get through it. If your best friend could be a fictional character, who is it? What would your nickname for them be? And why did you pick them? So I'll read ours and then we'll close it out. I went with Iron Man because I want to call him Wussy because no one else can get away with it. And I get to play with all that tech. And that makes me happy. Jody said the abominable snowman. And she would call him Larry because he can reach the high shelves. And thank you guys so much for being here. Let's talk about the unwritten rules of life next week. That one's going to be interesting because we had so much fun with the live that this one should be just as good. The unwritten rules of life. Boy, that's going to be a good one. Did we have a good time with that other when we did it before. So here you go. I've worked on my linguistics. Here we go. You ready? First and foremost, I thank you for your frolicking in the forms of fiction and fantasy as you fasten your fast fingers in the chat and fend off the fanatical fake funnies I forge in full force fashion to fascinate you. And if you find this show oddly entertaining and naive stupidity of our luxurious long list of lacking latency while legitimately laying down the law with little lackluster and a whole lot of love, please consider honoring us a donation as the proceeds will be given to Helping Hands for Cruising Charity and possible future giveaways. I can't thank you enough for your time out of your busy lives to hang with us as we appreciate everything you do to lift this show up with more laughter. And I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are just the most funner ever. If you don't donate, don't be down about it. You can still deliver decisive, detailed yeehaw by driving down the demolition. by driving down a demolishing ding on the thumbs up and try sharing this trifle tidbit with at least 2 of your friends, especially if they're twins. The Monday Madness on YouTube revs up with RV on the Wayside at 8 p.m. Eastern, cheered by Charlie Grace at 9 and followed by Forward Man, aka Kenneth Oakes, airing at 10. Charlie Grace is up next, and here she is as I put the link in the chat.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie Grace with Charlie Grace Adventures. You know what I love about doing a live stream? You. I love seeing you and all our friends get together, have a great time, have a little chuckle here or there, and definitely making you smile. We're going to play some games, maybe win a prize or two, and who knows what else. Lots of surprises in store. So, after RV on the Wayside, come on over to Charlie Grace Adventures, and we're going to have a fun show.
And I think I heard somewhere where she was voted the funniest RV comic. Now you have to go, don't you? I'll see you over at Charlie Grace's. And remember, let's travel as friends.